YouTube community and my subscribers, and those of you who are watching just because this is my Avenged Sevenfold update. Alright, giggity giggity. No, but seriously, I went to Avenged Sevenfold's concert yesterday, April 16th, at the Nokia Theater, and I got home around 1. I put a little blurb that today is going to be the day that I'm so excited to share with you guys. Just so you guys know, the concert was by far the best Avenged Sevenfold concert I've been to. And I'm not saying that inclusive of the opening bands, because I've seen better opening bands, but Avenged Sevenfold set list, their stage energy, and their special guest, whom I will be sharing with you later as well, made it just the most amazing concert I've gone to. And I spent it with one of my best friends, and it was just bomb diggity. Yeah, I used that word. Oh well. So, to let you guys know, I will be providing you with the set list. Tot D or TD fan 127. Sorry that I butchered your name. So THOTD fan 127 asked me to provide you guys with the set list that Avenged does. So I'm going to be doing that as well. First, let's start off with the opening band, was Rev Theory. I have never heard Rev Theory before yesterday, and they're pretty good. I'm actually going to be looking up some of their stuff. It was, well worth listening to. I actually enjoyed it. Got to sit down, relax, listen to some nice, chill, metal-esque music, and, just let the night start to go on. So it kind of pumped up a little bit of energy in the pit, pumped up a little bit of energy in orchestra, which is where I was sitting, and led said way to Buck Cherry, who was the second act. I've seen Buck Cherry live before at Inland Invasion a couple years back, and I have to say that their Inland Invasion performance, much, much better than the performance they gave tonight. But tonight, at least, there was a lot more explanation behind their songs, which you don't usually see, at least at Buck Cherry concerts. So, yeah, those were like the openings. It was pretty tight. We parked the Nokia little parking lot thing, walked by Avenged Sevenfold's entrance, and I was just like, oh my god, it's Avenged Sevenfold's entrance. But at that point, I wasn't exactly excited until Avenged Sevenfold came on. And I'm going to tell you why. You know how when the bands are starting to put their whole, tune their instruments, and it's not really them, it's really their BFFs? Well, the thing is, they started to tune their instruments, and the lights got dark. And it's like, they tune their instruments and the lights get dark. That just doesn't make sense. Usually they tune the instruments, you have like a waiting period, and then it starts. Well, the band started off with critical acclaim. Awesome number off of the self-titled album. Must say, my voice is a little hoarse because I was screaming every song on their 14-song playlist. So, we had critical acclaim, followed by Afterlife, then Beast and the Harlot, followed by a medley from Waking the Fallen. And when you think medley, I don't know, I think 3-4 songs, so they only did Second Heartbeat and Chapter 4, which totally okay with, because those songs are bomb diggity off of their Waking the Fallen album. Then they did a song for the girls, dedicated to Southern California girls, according to Matt. Scream. Love that song. Probably one of my favorite songs off of their self-titled album. I don't know why. Don't ask. It just is. Then we have Dear God, kind of a sentimental song that leads into the Avenged intermission, as you guys know. Sinister Gates goes on stage, does his guitar solo, and the band goes backstage for a little bit of R&R. Well, guess what? Sin he did not 1, not 2, but 3 solos. It was amazing. We called it Guitar Masturbation, as it was so notably worth that title. So, his first little solo was like a tiny little, 40-second, 1 minute solo, high-pitched, awesome. I loved it. Second solo was, was like, okay, yeah, I can get that. That solo's pretty bomb diggity. It was awesome. Then the third solo actually led into the other bandmates coming out. So the third solo was actually pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. It had so much range. But before he did it, he's like, well, these fuckers are still backstage, so hopefully soon they'll pull up their pants and join us. He used this huge word, and he said whatever the fuck that word means. Yeah, I didn't hear the word, but it was pretty mouthy. So that was bomb. After the Guitar Masturbation, Backcountry was played. You playing Fear and Loathing in their Backcountry, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas themed music video on the back screens, because they didn't have not 1, not 2, but 3 screens in the back and then 2 side screens. Awesome, right? And the pyrotechnics were still so amazing with the backdrops switching, fireworks, fire itself. It was breathtaking. So after Backcountry, you had a song with a special guest. So for those of you who listen to Avenged Sevenfold, have to know that Avenged Sevenfold loves Guns N' Roses, as do I. They did a cover of It's So Easy that Matt has been singing since he was a kid. And the special guest for that cover song, taking on lead guitar, the lead guitarist for former lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, Slash, like the Slash, like curly haired hat, guitar raping Slash. Yeah, Slash was there. And those of you who are like on Avenged Sevenfold's MySpace know their friends. They actually put a picture of it, and you wondered why. It's because he performed with them. I had no idea that he was going to perform, and I am, for one, grateful. It was like Orgasm City. It was like, whoa. I almost fainted. I was in utter shock, because like I said, I've been to 7 concerts, and yeah, they sometimes have like the lead singer of the opening band come and join them, but it was Slash. Motherfucking Slash. I know, right? Alright, and then they followed with Gunslinger as a tribute to the troops, where Matt made an incredible speech about how Avenged Sevenfold is not pro-war, they are pro-troops. That we have our own countrymen going out there in Iraq, going out there in Afghanistan, risking their lives for us. Though he may not support the war, he supports our troops because they're out there protecting us. So that was, in and of itself, breathtaking to listen to. I mean, it was a little lengthy, and a lot of people were kind of just like, okay, whatever, but I thought it was well worth it. So, Matt, well done. Following Gunslinger, Unholy Confessions, Da Dirk Gadur. Obviously, they're going to play Unholy Confessions. And, well, this is actually really interesting. Through a lot of their songs, you had Zachy and Sin goofing off, singing, like, into the microphone, like, the words, but in awkward accents. It was really funny. I thought it was really funny. And in Holy Confessions, you know, Sin throws the guitar up and plays the neck. Well, Zachy did the same thing, kind of in a competition with him, but it was worth it. It was really funny and enjoyable. Alright, well, you know how in Holy Confessions, it has a phrase using the word sin? You know, sin deep within my blood. Well, Matt walks over to Sin, puts his arm around him as he's singing the verse. Symbolism? I wonder. Anyway, following Unholy Confessions, you had a double encore, because that was like their last song, but it wasn't really their last song. So they did Almost Easy, because I'm not insane. Fucking amazing. The vocals were ridiculously awesome, and I was kind of losing my mind, just like screaming. My neck is sore from headbanging. My arms are sore from like chapter 4. It was breathtaking. Alright, well, anyway, like and I realized that Matt does this a lot, which I was like, okay, sure, whatever floats your boat, that works. But like, it hadn't occurred to me until watching him sing Almost Easy. Anyway, the last song they did, as most of you who have ever gone to an Avenged Sevenfold concert after the release of their self-titled album are aware, was A Little Piece of Heaven, with the music video in the background. I swear, you're singing, you're acting it out, and you're just like enjoying it. You're in the hype of the moment. Now, for those of you who know me on a personal level, because I know I have some of my actual friends who subscribe to me, my life has been kind of meh recently, and this concert is exactly what I needed to build up that enthusiasm that I've been missing. I was laughing. I was like tearing with, dear God, you had people with their lighters. It was just so amazing, so filled of excitement, and I cannot wait to see him again. Oh, it's actually kind of bad, but it was funny. We were walking back to the garage. We were walking back to the garage where our car was, and we passed this crosswalk between the Nokia and the Nokia's parking structure, and there's this like white car. I was like, wow, that's a nice car. So I look up and like from the car into the windshield, and I see the driver, and it's Sinister fucking Gates. So I love how, you know, waving is kind of an involuntary thing where you just kind of, someone waves at you, you go like that. So I can legitimately say that the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold waved at me. I mean, it really sucked for him, and it was not my intention, but people saw me waving, so they looked and where I was waving, and mobbed the car. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Brian. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Michelle. I know you were in the car, too. Alright, well, I'm gonna go because this is gonna end, but anyway, like, I gotta say, you know, bye-bye.